What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another end of the year top 10 list. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. The end of the year is almost here, guys. 2019, the end of the decade, etc., etc. If you guys haven't seen my top 10 best movies of 2019, that is up on my channel right now, so go watch that first and check it out. I really appreciate that. Now that we talked about the best, now we got to talk about the worst, the pieces of crap. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. 2019 was a really great year for cinema. Like I said in the best video, there were some really great movies that came out towards the end of the year. But honestly, the first few months, there weren't that many amazing movies that came out. And once in a while, there were some awful movies that came out. Please be cautious. These are my personal top 10 worst movies of the year. There may be some movies on this list that you're not going to agree with and go, hey, I like this movie. Just relax, guys. This is supposed to be all fun and dandy. And we could talk about our differences of opinion in a respectful manner. Let me know your top 10 worst movies of the year, and we can talk about it in the comment section below. We don't need to have negativity, more positivity. Now that I got those pointers out of the way, guys, you know how this goes. Let's start with the dishonorable mentions. First, I have 9 of them, and they are Men in Black International, The Angry Birds Movie 2, Shaft, Wonder Park, 6 Underground, Miss Bala, Hellboy, The Curse of La Llorona, and Playing with Fire. Those movies are all bad. They're really bad, but not bad enough to make this top 10 list. Let's begin.
What do you wear to something like that? You get dressed up?
Are you kidding? What?
The Kitchen. This was a really bad movie. It's got an interesting cast involved. You got Elizabeth Moss, Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish. And this movie, it was not good. It was everything I expected it to be. It really tries hard to be a Scorsese crime movie with these 3 women being upset at men, and it just does not work for me personally. Melissa McCarthy has come to her own since then with Can You Forgive Me? But honestly, this movie was just very poorly executed. The direction was not there from Andrea Berloff. It tried too hard to be like Taxi Driver mixed with Goodfellas, and it completely failed. These characters are not interesting at all.
They're right to fear me.
Dark Phoenix. This was a lot worse than I anticipated. I expected it to be bad, but not this bad. I don't understand what's going on in this movie. It focuses on different Phoenix storylines. Fox has handled the Phoenix saga too much, and they failed every time. After The Last Stand, you might as well not even try and just let Marvel do it. I really love the cast. James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Sophie Turner, Jessica Chastain, really like her, but forgot her name. That's how bad her character is. Dark Phoenix is supposed to be the bad Jean Grey, but the Phoenix is not. Like, they have not read a single Phoenix Saga comic book in their entire life. They did not know what they were doing.
And the circle of life.
I did not like this movie at all, and going into this movie, I knew it was going to be crap because The Lion King is my favorite Disney movie of all time, my favorite animated movie of all time. This movie tried to do the same exact thing that movie did, but make it an emotionless live-action adaptation. Even though there's controversy, is it animated, CGI, live action? I really don't care. Why do you need to make this again? You can just show your children the 94 animated classic and they can fall in love with it. Instead, we're watching this horrifying real-life version of it with these animals that don't present real emotions. You can't present emotions with real-life animals. It just does not work. I just don't understand this movie personally, and I saw it again a second time and did not like it even more. So yeah, Lion King 2019 can go away. 47 Meters Down Uncaged, an unnecessary sequel to 47 Meters Down. Did not really like the first 47 Meters Down. I just did not enjoy the cliche shark movies, but 47 Meters Down Uncaged is even worse, which I don't even know why they made a sequel to this. You have these college girls going out into the ocean and finding this underwater place in the shark, and you know what's going to happen. This whole movie's very predictable, a Hollywoodized shark movie. I don't even need to explain why I didn't even like this movie, because I didn't like the first one, and I didn't like this one even more. So, what's the point?
Of all the people in the world to come after me, why would he send you?
Gemini Man, directed by Ang Lee. My God, this movie was awful. Double Will Smith is a very interesting idea that they had in mind for decades, and they just didn't have the visual effects to cope with it. And this is the result we got? Will Smith is fine in the movie, but the writing is absolutely atrocious. The visual effects, though, look pretty good in certain points, but it didn't look good in certain points. And the whole movie was this generic action movie where these two characters are fighting each other and basically doing cool action stunts. Gemini Man was nothing more than that. This movie should have came out in the 90s. It could have been a very forgettable blockbuster purchase for 99 cents. And unfortunately, that's the result we got. I think we all expected Charlie's Angels 2019 to be an awful movie from watching the trailers personally. I really like Elizabeth Banks. I like her as an actress, can't stand her as a director. She should not direct a movie. She doesn't know what she's doing. She's doing a Hollywoodized product placement music video for Charlie's Angels. I just don't understand the point of making this movie. Kristen Stewart is great when she's given the right material. So is Naomi Scott, and I like the new girl as well, but it's not a good movie. And I gotta be honest with you. The action's cool at some points, but the story could care less about. It's full of that Charlie's Angels nonsense I can't stand. This movie's really bad, man. Really bad.
She must mean the pheasant.
Don't worry, darling. She's a terrible shot. That was unexpected.
Oh my God, The Hustle is embarrassing. Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson, why are you in this movie? Well, Rebel Wilson's in another movie we're going to get into soon, but The Hustle is just, it's awful. Like, I hated this movie. This was my least favorite movie for a long time, but then worse movies came out. Unbearably unfunny. Like, The Hustle tries so hard to be this strong female independent movie, like, we rule over men, and that's not the message. And this movie did a terrible job of executing it. Some of the most unlikable characters of the year and worst writing of the year is in The Hustle. So I'm done talking about this movie.
All right, Charlie. We can do this. Yes!
First of all, I didn't even know this was coming out. I thought this was a joke, and I saw it and kill me now. This is a movie for people that just don't care anymore. Like, Playmobil the movie should not even be a movie. What can I say about this movie? It's a Lego movie ripoff. It tries so hard to be what the Lego movie was, and it does a horrible job at it. The animation is some of the worst of the year. The characters are lifeless. It's soulless. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You messed with the wrong sisters.
Black Christmas 2019. These characters are awful. Like, again, it tries to be a strong, independent female movie, and it does a poor job at doing it. Our main characters are unlikable. This villain creature is so forgettable. And just this big black masked dude just walking around with a bow and arrow like Hawkeye. This movie is terrible. It's a Hollywoodized version of a Christmas movie, which I don't understand why we got this movie, and it's just, I hated it. What is Katz? What is Katz? Why did this movie even come out? Why does it even exist? I have nothing to say about this movie. I really have nothing to say because it's horrifying, it's bad, it has Jellica Katz, it has freaking Judi Dench looking like a horrifying figure. It's full of nonsense, soulless characters, terrible filmmaking. Tom Hooper, I am ashamed of you that you even made this movie because, my God, Katz is bad. It exists now. It's a movie, and it easily is my least favorite movie of the year. It's bad, it's awful. There you have it, guys. That was my top 10 worst movies of 2019. Again, let me know down below in the comment section what your guys' top 10 worst movies of the year are. I'm very curious to know. Thank you guys so much for watching this end of the year top 10 list. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.